50, 45. There goes Davis.
Oh, my God.
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, welcome in, everyone, to a brand new edition of the Dream Wager, episode 573. Today is Wednesday, October the 8th, 2025. Kid, getting a little colder out here in the mornings, especially going to work in the morning.
Yeah, but it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad. Me personally, I like it. I enjoy it. The other morning, it was like 50, 51. That was a little, too cold. But other than that, every other day has been fine for me.
Yeah, it's going to be a little colder too the next few days, they said. We had some rain this morning, so I think the nice weather is past us. But kid, we got a great show. We'll recap Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We got our power rankings through week 5. Cannot wait to see what happens. We had some underdogs win. So cannot wait to talk about that. We have Thursday night preview and predictions. We got player props, side totals, everything for the Eagles Giants game. Talk a little postseason baseball as well. We got game 4 going on right now between the Tigers and the Mariners. Right now, Tigers actually just hit a home run, Riley Green, in the bottom of the 6th inning. So they're up 4-3. They were down 3-0. So 4 unanswered runs here for the Tigers. But kid, I really want to start. Gonna go chronological. We filmed this our last show about halftime-ish of Sunday Night Baseball. I want to give you your flowers. Football. What did I say? Sunday Night Baseball, right?
Yeah, you missed it.
Dyslexic. Sunday Night Football, +8, +7. It didn't matter. Whatever you got, it didn't matter. They win outright, 23-20. My question to you, is it passing the torch for Drake May to Josh Allen? Or Josh Allen to Drake May?
Absolutely not. You know what? As a Patriots fan, great win. But all this glazing over Drake May, the New England Patriots, is all right. Stop it a little.
He played.
I'll
say this: that throw where on the right sideline where they're dragging him down and he makes a play to Stephon Diggs. That was the play of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That I kind of was left speechless in my room. I was watching it like
he really just made that throw.
Yeah, like he made that throw. He's a great player. And yes, obviously Josh Allen is better, but that night Drake May outplayed him.
Especially in the second half, though. Second half, Drake May, 13 for 14, 182. Stephon Diggs got a buck of that. So, real quick, just want to start. Let's calm down with all the hype around the Patriots right now. Let's just keep it how it is.
Why don't you like it?
Because
you should be used to it.
Yes, but I'm not trying to get too hyped. I'm not trying to get too excited. One thing I could say, we might be back. That's one thing I could say. We might be back. But, I'm hearing, online, Drake May might win, go pass. Watch out for the pass win the division. Drake May in a couple weeks might be an MVP candidate. Hold on. Yes, he had a great game. He had his marquee win of his career. Absolutely. Might have been his best game as a pro, especially the biggest stage. First solo stage, right? Sunday night game. Still, he won it. So, was it an impressive win as an 8.5-point dog? Absolutely. But let's just calm down with the hype just a little bit. Is it passing of the torch? Absolutely not, though. Absolutely not. I think overall, one thing I can honestly say that it was a great signing to me was how good our defense looked. We once again, though, we caused multiple turnovers. Wish we would have got a couple more sacks on Josh Allen, but that's MVP. Tough guy to tackle down. So I think overall, Dale, I think we handled James Cook well. 15 carries, under 50 yards. Didn't see that happening. Josh Allen, he ran the ball pretty well. But besides Dalton Kincaid, which he had a huge game. Shout out Dalton Kincaid. He's been a stud all year, honestly. Dale, we everybody else was kind of on clamp. So it was a good signing for me that our defense finally woke up. So Drake May, I like what I saw from Drake. But I also love what I saw from Stephon Diggs. Still, he's been electric, back-to-back games with over 100 yards now. Game before that, I think he had over 50. So we're starting to see this Patriots team get the ball rolling just a little bit. Like I said, I'm not going to be as excited or as hype as these other people, but all I can say, we might be back.
Yeah, it turned out to be a really good game, especially the way it started. It seemed like no one wanted to score the ball. It was just fumbles. It was sloppy. It was ugly. I think that the turnover in the red zone, the interception late Josh Allen threw, that was the dagger. I thought it just was very bad. And credit the Patriots, man. Drake May didn't turn the ball over. Stephon Diggs said it was personal. You knew he was going to have a revenge game. And I love that you saw it was all love between him and Josh Allen afterwards. But he wanted to make a point, rightfully so. So I think it was a really good game for the Patriots. I don't think it's a passing of the torch, but just looking at the schedule for you guys, your win total was at 8.5, 7.5, depending.
Looking good.
Just look at what to be honest, you guys should be 4-1. But
yes,
you got the Saints, the Titans, and back-to-back road spots next. The Browns, the Falcons, the Bucks, the Jets, and the Bengals.
That's 5-1. 5-1.
That's 6-1. I count.
Oh, my fault. 6-1.
And who knows? Bucks might be hurt by then. That's the only loss I counted.
They're already hurt. We might be live against the Bucks. We were just 8.5-point dogs against the Bills at Buffalo. So I'll take our chances against the Buccaneers. As of right now, they're dealing with injuries on both sides of the ball. Right now, we're 100% healthy. Well, hopefully Antonio Gibson has
he tore his ACL. I know. So that sucks.
I hope he's able to return next season.
The fumbles have to stop. When are we going to start being like, hey, this is an actual problem? Now, if you would have lost the game, I think we'd be having a different conversation. But you won the game, but it is still a problem.
I've been saying it for 2 weeks now. Why? Don't get me wrong. I like Stevenson, especially he's more of a dual threat. He's more of a pass catcher out the backfield more than Henderson is. But we got to start giving Henderson a much more carries, in my opinion, Dale. Just because we drafted him high for a reason, why not give him the touches? Stevenson's been having a fumble issue. Don't get me wrong, Stevenson's been there and done that. But Dale, what we saw last season, remember that debacle against the Raiders? Huge fumble that cost us a game. So it's not a new thing. It's been reoccurring. I like Stevenson, but I think we should pass the torch a little bit and give Trevion Henderson just a little more touches.
Are you out on Ramondre Stevenson?
Absolutely not. Just because he's a dual threat, though. I like him as a pass catcher out the backfield. He just needs to be more consistent holding on to the ball, especially at the goal line.
Yeah. So, tough loss for the Bills at home, but I think they'll be fine. They have some very winnable games in the upcoming weeks, and divisional game is always going to be tough. Mm-hmm. So I think they'll be just fine.
That's why I was shocked that we was getting so many points.
100%.
I was surprised by that. So,
as for Monday night, what a game in Duval County, man. Jags, I tweeted it out. They are a very, very fun team, and I'm not gonna lie. They should be 5-0. That defensive pass interference call was bullshit. They should be 5-0. This team is very fun. And I think the difference between this year's Jags team and previous years, they would have lost that game. Fumbling the ball, having a delay a game in the red zone. That's a game they should have lost. But this year's a little different. It's a little bit different. I mean, Trevor Lawrence was making good plays. You got Travis Hunter making big-time catches. They didn't really run the ball all that well, but Brian Thomas, what happened?
Trevor did.
Yeah, Trevor did. Yeah, Travis Etienne actually didn't have a good game, but Trevor led the team with 54 rushing yards. But Brian Thomason Jr. had a good game. And I thought defensively, outside of Traquan Thornton, who just seems to be like that new guy, I felt like they kind of kept everyone low-key in check. Mm-hmm. So this is a very fun team. They're 3-0, and, I think when it all came down to it, they made the clutch time plays.
Yeah, Dill. I think this was a surprising win by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just because, like you said, I think you nailed it right on the head. These are games traditionally they lose, with the penalties, with the turnovers. But Dill, one thing that's different between this Jacksonville team from previous years is that defense. Hines Allen, he's been a monster. The original Josh Allen, right? Floyd, who returned that pick six. Dill, Jacksonville has had a turnover every game this season. I, Dill, don't look too fast now. You know who's the number one defense in fantasy football is? It's the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I said it.
I picked them up today. I was like, oh shit, they're number one. Let me get that. So I've been impressed with this team. Like you said, this should be 5-0. Blake Browning threw 3 interceptions and somehow still won that game. So they deserve to lose that game. But you can make a case this team should be 5-0. Got to give credit where credit's due. Trevor Lawrence, I think he played himself a great game. Yes, the numbers don't pop out. He did throw that bad interception though. But he led the team in rushing. 220 over the air. Like you said, nice to see Brian Thomas Jr. finally have a good game. It's been a while. Travis Hunter with that nice ball down the middle. Overall, very impressive win by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Not on the upper side with the Chiefs. Once again, Patrick Mahomes did him in rushing. That's not a recipe for success, people. You seeing it now, 2-3. First time I seen the Chiefs 2-3 over 10 years. So Patty Mahomes, still in the first half, I think Patty Mahomes was vintage Patty Mahomes. That second scoring drive was 2022-ish Chiefs offense, where they just marched down the field, big play after big play, chunk. And then it just slowed down. That third quarter deal, Jacksonville's defense laid the hammer. It was interesting to see how Kansas City was going to react after that pick six. And the Kansas City came up and they fought, scoring 14 straight points. It just wasn't enough. Give credit to that Jacksonville defense for doing enough in that third quarter to bring them back in the game.
I mean, what a fucking pick six by Devin Lloyd. I thought they were gonna catch him, but he got it in.
And not for none, if Thornton would have, that would have been a penalty because he would have been the first man to touch him from out of bounds.
Also, thoughts on Chris Jones not playing the last play?
I'm not gonna crucify.
I mean, I look back at the play.
Horrible.
It's a bad look because when they watch film, I do not want to be there when Steve Spagnuolo sees that.
They already watched it.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't want to be in that room. My thing is, I don't blame him. He fell down twice. Nice. So Chris Jones is sitting like he ain't gonna score.
Nobody
and then he
him?
said, nah, y'all just scored.
I'm not gonna crucify the man over one bad, horrible play and decision. Because we know Chris Jones is one of the best offensive tackles in all of football.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he quit on the play. He
quit. He quit.
I'm going to say he checked out, right? He did not expect Trevor Lawrence not get up once, but to get up twice and to stroll into the end zone. So I'm pretty sure he was dumbfounded by that play. But at the end of the day, we saw Chris Jones come up big time and time again. I'm not going to crucify him over one play that cost him a game. I'm not.
It's a bad look, though.
Horrible look. I'm not justifying the play. I'm just saying I'm not going to crucify him over it.
I mean, are we still on? Are we still on the Chiefs? They're sitting in third place here now. Denver's kind of playing better football. The Chargers, they're hurt offensively. They're still in first place with Denver. No one cares about the Vegas Raiders,
and if you do, good luck.
And now they got Detroit this week. They could be sitting at 2-4. Are we still on the Chiefs to win this division?
Still, all I'm going to say is you have a co-host who was on this show, I think in July, that said, watch out for the Denver Broncos in the AFC West. I'm not going to say I saw this coming, Dill, but the Denver Broncos is looking live in the AFC West right now, Dill. Is the Chiefs dead? Absolutely not. Is it a possibility that the same Dynasty Chiefs team run is over? Yeah, that's a possibility. Are they still could be a good team? Yeah. Are they a championship contender at the moment? In my opinion, no. Maybe they are when Steve Spagnuolo and that defense is rolling really high. Maybe they are with Rashid Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Travis Kelce are all being impactful. Maybe they are when they finally have a running game. Is it going to be Isaiah Pacheco? Is it going to be Kareem Hunt? Can't be Patrick Mahomes leading you 3 out of 5 weeks. Can't. That's not going to lead you to. It's not going to be a recipe for success, like I always say. So no, but has it been a horrible start for the season for the Chiefs? Recent years, absolutely.
I think people in Arrowhead and the state of Missouri, they're just sitting there like, they're not used to this. They're kind of dumbfounded.
Yeah, especially after you took care of business last week, dominated win, but it's a bad Ravens team, Dill. And now you got a couple losses. You lost to the Chargers. Now you lost to Jacksonville Jaguars. Those are losses that, Chief fans don't usually come by.
They usually win. The last time the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Chiefs were in 2009 in Arrowhead. In Duval County, excuse me, in Jacksonville.
I'm telling you, I haven't seen the Chiefs start 2-3 in over 10 years.
Yeah.
So
I think it was a good comp that you just made. The Raven fans and the Chiefs fans, they're sitting there like, bruh, like we are not used to this. And you have Denver. I have the Chargers winning the division as well. So we're both kind of out on them. I have a ticket for the Chargers.
We faded the Chiefs this year. I'm not saying, like I said, it's hard. It's one thing to be, a contender, right? It's hard to be a contender year in, year out. This is going to be 5 years of this. Eventually, it's going to fall apart. I still think they're a solid, good team, but they might not be a championship contender anymore. Do I still think they are? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt till they show me otherwise. Mm-hmm. But right now, through the first 5 weeks of the season, they haven't been that.
I still think they make the playoffs, and anything could happen in the playoffs.
Yeah. Look at this. This might be the first year it doesn't have to go through Kansas City. It doesn't have to go through Arrowhead.
Yeah.
So that's the start.
It might have to go through Indianapolis. They're the number.
They're
the number one seed. I know it's only a month in, but damn, it's like they're for real.
Are they finally in your top 10?
You will find out. But kid, let's talk a little baseball. I mean, I was hoping to come on here today and really say, because I'm hate watching. All transparency, I've been hate watching for the last 2 weeks ever since the Mets got eliminated. So I've been hate watching, and I love. We gotta
appreciate the honesty, people.
100%.
Dylan will tell you, I'm a hater.
I'm the biggest hater, and I hate about 80% of these teams. Like, I hate the Phillies and the Dodgers, but I'm obviously rooting for the Dodgers. I hate the Cubs and the Brewers. I don't really hate the Red Sox. I have no beef with them, honestly. A lot of my friends are actually Red Sox fans. I have no beef with them. The Mets and Red Sox have no beef. I despise the Yankees. I despise the Tigers. The only two teams I really have no beef with is Seattle and Blue Jay. One is in a different country, and one's on the opposite side of the country. So I have no beef with those two, actually. So I was coming on to try to say, hey, Toronto's going to sweep them, but we talk about Aaron Judge not really coming alive and just hitting some singles. He is so unlikable. I mean, yes, I'll tip your cap. That was a cool home run. He hit a 3-run shot, 100 mile an hour fastball inside, and he turned on it. So I'll give him credit. That was a really cool home run. But then when he got to the dugout and he looked at the camera and then turned away and looked back at it like we didn't see that, he's very unlikable. I'm sorry. I just don't like him at all.
Dale, from your eyes, I can't be mad at you. From my eyes, at the end of the day, I think Aaron Judge, I'm not gonna say he was probably happy to get the monkey out of his back, but it's been tough selling as a New York Yankee, coming up short time and time again, and then you finally have the opportunity to, must-win situation. You tied it up. I think he was just a little excited. So shout out Aaron Judge, like you said, give credit to him. That was an amazing home run, especially for the moment, down 3. You got to give credit where credit's due, but fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him. Cubs might be dead. They're down 2-0. They're playing right now. It's 1-1 to the Brewers, but they are playing at Wrigley today, so we'll see how that one goes. But Brewers have just been a wagon so far, so tough. It's a tough look for the Cubs as well. And then the Dodgers, man, they are so fucking deep. They're throwing Glass now in the bullpen. They have Sasaki closing out games. It always seems like the Phillies, they choke after the bye. And like, even if they have a home field, like the Citizen Bank Park is electric, but they're just dead because the offense, the top of the lineup, and this might be the last go around with this team. Trey Turner, he's still there, but Kyle Schwarber is probably going to be gone. The pitching rotation is not going to be the same. What's going to happen with Bryce Harper? Castellanos, like a lot. This is not going to be the same Philly team that won 96 games this season. So this was the chance to do it. They just ran into the best team in the world, I think, in the Dodgers, and they're just so deep. Kike Hernandez, kid, you know him, played on the Red Sox. He'll hit 230 in the regular season. You're like, he's not that good, but they always keep him around because he hits 280 in the postseason. He just timely hit after timely hit,
and don't forget the glove.
Yeah. And they're just so fucking good. I hate this team too. So that's been going on. And then Tigers, they lost yesterday 8-4, and now they're actually winning 7-3. There was another home run while we were talking. So it looks like it's going to go to game 5 tomorrow.
Good.
Oh my God, they just hit another home run as we're speaking, Gleyber Torres. So now 8-3, the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th. So yeah, going to force a game 5 here on Thursday. Yeah, it's going to be on Thursday. As for today, right now, obviously we have the Tigers playing. It's 1-1 in the Brewers, the Yankees, Blue Jays, and then the Phillies. I think it's done for the Phillies. They're throwing Aaron Nola, who I know he's not a bullpen guy, but Ranger Suarez is the better pitcher, and they're not throwing him. I do in a must-win game. I do not understand that. And then looks like the Blue Jays are they're throwing Louis Varland, who's like a bullpen guy, against Cam Schlittler, who was just fucking nails against the Red Sox in game 1. But you look at the numbers for Schlittler against the Blue Jays, he's actually struggled this season. So I don't know. It looks like a bullpen type day for the Blue Jays, but plus 150, kid. I mean, that's kind of enticing, especially with that offense. And I don't know if you've seen, but Vladdy Jr., he's just raking right now.
Another level. He's definitely on another level. He hates the Yankees still. That's one guy that's living up to the expectations come this postseason. I think he's getting the opportunity and he's taking advantage.
Yeah.
That's what I love to see.
I love it, kid. But all right. Before we get into our power rankings, let's talk about Viva Tequila Seltzer. The most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. There's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks so just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing around at golf with the boys or an elderberry watching Thursday Night Football. It doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. I believe here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, I cannot wait. Week 5 power rankings. As always, we will start with number 10, and I will let you lead it off, kid. I'm interested to see what yours looks like.
At number 10, I was going to put this team a little higher, but I was like, you know what? Let's start slow. Let's just bring them into the list still. At number 10, give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they proved after this past week they're a top 10 team. And I'm kind of surprised to say it. Trevor Lawrence haven't been playing that great, but he's been playing well enough. The defense has really been special, Dill. I'm surprised to say, give me the Jacksonville the 4-1 Jacksonville Jaguars at number 10.
Yeah, number 10. I told you after that win on the road, what a difference Jaden Daniel makes. I got to put the Redskins back in my top 10, 3-2. You know, it's been a really big surprise, and a lot of people were calling him fat. Not me. I never did that. Debo
Yes,
Samuel,
you did. Yes, you did.
he's a top 10 receiver.
You accuse him of having a fat suit like James Harden.
You got to pull the tape up. I don't recall that. I actually am a big fan of Debo Samuel. Gamecock, South Carolina native.
Yeah.
He ranks 7th on all receiver and fantasy points right now. So, obviously that stems from, Terry McLaurin missing 2 games with that injury, but he has 30 catches for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. And he also has 7 carries for 46 yards. So Washington, Cliff Kingsbury is going to use him a lot. His productivity hasn't dismissed as well. So in games they're playing together, I like them. I think this offense is good. I think they need to clean some things up on defense. But as long as Jaden Daniels, Debo Samuel, and that even the rookie running back he's coming on too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like Washington. They're back in my top 10.
Just short and sweet. Give me the Washington Commanders at number 9. Just to piggyback off everything you said. I think with Jaden Daniels coming back, they're definitely a different team. They walked into LA, slow start. After that, took care of business. Jaden Daniels is the difference maker, and wait till Scary Terry is back, and we're gonna see the young rookie running back slowly getting rhythm now too. So if that defense get rolling, I think they're gonna move up the list as well. For now, give me the Commanders at number 9.
At number 9, give me the Los Angeles Rams. Tough loss in overtime to the 49ers. I had to put them down just a little bit, but I still like this offense with Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. I mean, he's just been fantastic, especially for fantasy as well. Largely because, he gets a lot of targets as well. And, obviously Devontae Adams being there kind of helps, but 52 catches for 588 yards. He has 62 targets. That's 35% of the target share, just going straight to Puka Nacua as well. So love that. Love the running game. I think they'll be fine. Defense needs to clean some things up. There sometimes Sean McVay, I like him. He's a little too cute for my liking, though, with his play calling. So I like them. I still think they're a very good team. They got to clean some things up, but they're still a top 10 team.
At number 8, didn't really want to move them because they were on a bye week. Give me the Packers at number 8. I still think this team fell a little short, losing to Cleveland, then tying against the Cowboys. Hopefully they bounce back coming out of the bye week. Interesting to see who's going to be, their true number 1 wide receiver for the time being, with Reed being out. Hopefully the rookie Matthew Golden can step up. But for now, give me the Packers at number 8.
At number 8, and welcome to my top 10, the Denver Broncos. Big win against the Eagles, 21-17. Sean Payton's kind of starting to find his rhythm as well as Bo Nix. I love what I'm seeing from J.K. Dobbins as well. I mean, his first 100-yard rushing game since Latavius Murray back in 2022. It's also the first 100-yard rushing game of Sean Payton's tenure in Denver as well. So love what they're doing. I also like the rookie R.J. Harvey as well. He's going to continue to get snaps. Obviously, the defense speaks for itself with how good they are, but they're starting to play better, kid. I like this Denver Bronco team. Give me them at number 8.
Love the energy there. Number 7, tough loss, but give me the Los Angeles Rams. Tough divisional battle, being a heavy favorite at home. I'm not going to bump them down too much. I put them down to 7. I still, like you said, Matthew Stafford, when healthy, top 10 quarterback. I think now, after 5 weeks in, the Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua experiment is working very, very well. Curlin Williams still a dog. That defense, I still got very much faith in that defense, but the fact that Mac Jones in that offense, I'm not going to say torch job, but they had himself a day on your home field. A little concerning, but I think they'll be just fine. Give me the Rams at 7.
At number 7 for me, and welcome to my top 10, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, after that defeat at home, beating the Chiefs, I had them put them up there. They were like 13th or 14th last week for me. Had to put them up there. I know we talked about, hey, finally a big game from Brian Thomas Jr. I'm still off on him. I think fantasy-wise, he's been a very big bust for fantasy owners this year, but their defense has been fantastic. Rush defense, been good. Defensively in the secondary's been good. I like Liam Cohen. I want to see a little more out of Trevor Lawrence, but I love the run game as well for with Travis Etienne. I think this is a very, very fun team. They should be 5-0 if I'm being honest. I like Jacksonville a lot. They are my pick to win the AFC South. So we're looking good there. So yeah, give me the Jacksonville at number 7.
At number 6, give me the Indianapolis Colts. Give me Indiana Jones. Danny Dimes is back. That defense is good. Jonathan Taylor's leading the league in rushing yards. Dude, I'm surprised how good this Colts team. Yeah, some people could say they haven't really played anybody. To me, they've been playing enough. I think I seen what I saw enough. I think Daniel Jones and this Colts team is for real. Right now, they are the number 1 seed. I don't think they'll be that in a couple of weeks from now. But so far, so good. They'll give me the Colts at number 6.
At number 6, give me the San Francisco 49ers. Had to put them back into my top 10. Big win on Thursday night against a very good team that we're both high on in the Los Angeles Rams. And, you know, we talked about injuries earlier on in the episode. Look at this team. They are just riddled with injuries. And what do they keep doing? They keep on winning. Kyle Shanahan, he coached a masterclass against the Rams. Love the tight end Jake Tongs as well. You know, with obviously George Kittle being out, he's kind of emerged into a legitimate receiving option as well. So I love him. Love what Kendrick Bourne. They're just going out there and winning games. The defense, Robert Salah, what he's been able to do with the defense as well. This is a very, very well-coached team. They're disciplined, and Mac Jones is doing just enough to win these games. You got to give them credit. They're 4-1. Give me the 49ers at 6.
Last week, people said I was crazy for having the 49ers in my top 10. Give me the Niners at number 5. Top 5 deal. By the way, Kyle Shanahan, Coach of the Year, plus 2,000. Looking good right now. Looking a little good. Dill, like you said, this team has been dealing with injuries after injury after injury. Hey, the whole offensive side, but CMC is hurt. They're 4-1. Beat a divisional opponent in their home stadium. I understand a lot of 49ers fans do happen to show up, but still, I think Kyle Shanahan coached his butt off the other day. Like I said, first two drives executed to perfection. Mac Jones has been balling. CMC, he's been looking good. He's been healthy, and he's been looking great. If the defense could stay healthy and hold up, and the offense finally comes back slowly but surely healthy, I think we both said it early on. This San Francisco team is capable, due to the easy record. They're live for the number 1 seed. They're live for the division. I think they're live to contend in the NFC because of their easy schedule. And they're looking good. They're looking good even while injured. Give me the 49ers at 5.
At number 5, and welcome to my top 10. I cannot disrespect them anymore. The number 1 seed, the Indianapolis Colts. They are in my top 5, 4-1. They just beat the fuck out of the Raiders. And Daniel Jones, I'm officially giving his name back, Danny Dimes. I mean, what a year in Minnesota makes. I mean, what he's been able to do, the defense has been good. Tyler Warren might be the best tight end in the league. He is so fucking good as well. Jonathan Taylor's having a fantastic year, and he's just making accurate throws. We know what he could do with his feet, but he is staying in the pocket, and we are seeing Daniel Jones make throws where if we were in a few years ago when he was in the Giants, we'd be like, no fucking way he made that throw. He is making accurate throws on the run, rolled out to the right, rolling out to the left. Shane Steichen, for all the controversy that people were like, oh, he's on the hot seat, he might win Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Honestly, he is shoving it in everyone's face right now. He might earn himself an extension. I'm not even joking right now.
He should definitely be the favorite right now.
I have a Liam Cohen ticket, and I will have that. I will be biased because I want Liam Cohen to win. But, yeah, he should be. He should definitely be in the running. What he's doing with this team, with the owner on the sideline on the headset, it can't go unnoticed. I got the Colts. They're finally in my top 10. Not even my top 10. They're in my top 5.
I respect it because I didn't even go that far yet. I had them in my top 10 for weeks, and people thought it was crazy. At number 4, dropped them a little bit, and I think it's rightfully so. Give me the Buffalo Bills at number 4. I'm not going to overreact on a tough divisional loss. Yes, 3 straight weeks it didn't cover. What Dylan always says, people, good teams win, great teams cover. Right now,
Mhm.
the Bills ain't so great to that standard, to that quote. They're not so great. I think they'll be just fine. Josh Allen's still MVP, but they haven't been playing great ball lately. That's all. Give me the Buffalo Bills at 4.
At number 4, we'll talk about him in a few minutes, but the Philadelphia Eagles, I had to drop them a little bit. Tough loss. What did we say? One of these close losses, and yes, they've played an extremely hard schedule, but some of these close games, eventually they were going to lose one, and we saw it happen. I don't understand why they are only able to play one half of football. I truly don't. With all the talent that they have, and honestly, the offensive coordinator, I don't. I think they were listening to the media a lot last week. Why did they run the ball 2 times? That's just unacceptable. I know Landon Dickerson was out, and usually when he's out, the offense kind of struggles, and we saw that against the Broncos last week. So I don't know what's going on with this team. I think they'll be fine eventually, but they're dealing with the little hiccups here early on. They're still a very good team, but I had to drop them off after that loss. So give me the Eagles at number 4.
At number 3, give me the Philadelphia Eagles. Had them drop them as well. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna overreact over a good Denver team. Let's just be honest, people. Denver's a very good team. Dylan got them in their top 10. So I think Sean Payton just had a great second half game plan. He was out coaching the first half. Give credit to Denver. I think they just walked in and snuck a game out in the second half. Only concerning, the only thing that I've honestly been concerned throughout the season is the inconsistency passing the ball for this Eagles offense. Saquon is yet to be, have that explosive, game like we saw multiple times last year when he busts 1 for 60. So it's interesting to see how this Eagles offense is gonna go throughout the remainder of the year. I think their defense is great, but offensively, though, it's just been a little too inconsistent for my liking. I still think they're fine. I still think they're great. But for now, give me the Eagles at number 3.
At number 3, had to drop them as well. Give me the Buffalo Bills. Tough loss at home. The reason I guess I wouldn't react as much to the Bills losing is because they still outgained them in total yards, total possessions. They if you look at the box score, they didn't play all that bad. Tough fumble. They lost the fumble. They fumbled the ball twice in the red zone, and they threw a pick in the red zone. They clean some things up. I think they'll be just fine. What you actually mentioned, Dalton Kincaid has been fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's still available, which I don't think he is, but fantasy-wise, he's been so good.
I think he's number 3.
Yeah, he's
number
definitely
3
in the top 5. So he's been fantastic for them. I think they'll be fine. They are still dealing with some injuries. Matt Milano's still banged up a little. Even though he played, he's still banged up. Ed Oliver's banged up. I think they clean up some things. I think they'll be just fine. This is still a very good team. When you have Josh Allen, you'll be just fine. But, yeah, give me the Buffalo Bills at number 3.
At number 2, give me Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Even though they're dealing with some injuries, no Bucky Irving, no Mike Evans, they walked into a very hostile environment against, in my opinion, so far, a pretty good damn team from my eyes in the Seattle Seahawks, and they walked in there and took care of business. 38 points. I didn't expect that with the injuries on the offensive side. Shout out Todd Bowles. He got this team running. Baker Mayfield's playing like an MVP candidate. And I'm going to be honest, Iboku, he's playing like the best wide receiver in the NFL, I said it the other day, and I'm going to stand on it. In my opinion, he's been playing like the best wide receiver in football. Give me the Tampa Bay Bucks at number 2.
Yeah, I can't agree. I got the Bucks at number 2 as well. I mean, what they're able to do. I mean, last week, I thought they were going to run away with it. They kind of stalled a little bit. Seattle came back, and Baker Mayfield has just been – I don't even think he's been a surprise because everyone knows he's a dog. They're averaging 21 points per game without 2 of their key receivers. It's insane. They haven't had Mike Evans for a few weeks. They started the year without Chris Godwin. It's insane. So
Bucky for the next 2 weeks, possibly.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Emeka Uboku is just he has 5 touchdowns. He's probably the biggest reason why Baker Mayfield has been on such a tear, but he's also made it work with Cade Otton, Sterling Shepard, like, and obviously they have Chris Godwin back, and I just saw a report that Mike Evans is coming back very soon. So watch out. This team is just getting better and better, and I'm just happy for Todd Bowles. Shout out Todd Bowles.
Yeah, shout out Todd Bowles. I love to hear it. At number 1, give me the Detroit Lions. Number 1 offense in all of football. Most points in NFL history scored through the first 5 weeks of the NFL season. No Ben Johnson. That's been the most surprising part to me. I understand week 1 they stuttered a little bit against the Packers, but they've been the best team in my eyes for the last 4 weeks. Offensively as well. I think Aiden Hutchinson has been a dog. Defensively, they're healthy, Dale. Remember last year, they were doing a lot of injuries on that side of the ball. They're healthy. Jared Goff is playing well. So Amon St. Proud got that dog in him, Dale. He's playing like a top 3 wide receiver as well. So, hey, this Detroit Lions team, they ain't going nowhere fast. I think Dan Campbell is one of the best head coaches in all of football. Give me the Detroit Lions at number 1.
174 points they've scored. Lead the league. They're averaging 34 points per game. 34.8. And that's without Jamison Williams. He's been MIA. You know,
he's there. He's
there. He's just not actually catching anything. So what they're able to do offensively, this team is just a fucking wagon right now. I just don't see how you're able to stop them. And when you're putting up 38 points, you could give up 20, 24 points. It doesn't matter because you can't stop their offense. And I really think they can't. Like, I don't understand how they're underdogs this week. We'll talk about that on Friday. But, like, I truly don't understand that. Like, the Lions are just a wagon right now. And was it really Ben Johnson? Or was it Dan Campbell? Who knows? But they're the best. Jared Goff is legit. We talk about this. The best thing for him was to leave L.A. Truly.
Best. I'm going to be honest. That might have been one of the greatest trades in NFL history for both sides.
You know why? Also because they sent him to die in Detroit.
And now look, Detroit's been a powerhouse for 2 straight years, right?
100%.
And look at the Rams. They won a Super Bowl and they've been a playoff caliber team ever since. Both teams.
Let's not forget, Jared Goff almost won a Super Bowl. He was a throw or 2 away from winning the Super Bowl. I know people don't like Jared Goff for whatever reason that they have. I mean,
I'm glad you finally came around.
No, I wasn't the biggest fan of him when he was in LA, but ever since Detroit, I've been a huge fan of Jared Goff, if I'm being honest. And I get it because I can make up excuses on why I hate people, but I just don't get the hate for Jared Goff. He seems like a very cool guy. I don't know.
I honestly don't know. I just feel like maybe because he's in Detroit. And not for now, people hated him when he was in LA.
Yeah, me. No, seriously though.
Yeah, it was a lot of up and downs in LA. You know, he'll throw for 500 yards and then he'll throw for 188, 3 picks. So I think we saw Jared Goff at his best and also at his worst in LA. Now we see him play at his full potential, and now everybody most people.
Yeah,
like
most
Jared
people.
Goff.
Yeah. I'm actually. I know some people are like, "Oh, Packers not in yours. They were on a bye." Yeah, 2-1-1. I still have a sore mouth with that bye. I dropped them out.
I wasn't gonna was I gonna move the Steelers up because they're on a bye. Would it be fair to move the Packers out of my top 10? I still think the Packers are a top 10 team, but they didn't play like it the last time we saw it. So I still have confidence in them. I think we're going to see the best version of this Packers team in these upcoming weeks.
I was actually surprised not to see Denver in your top 10 for how high you are future-wise in them.
I couldn't put them over Jacksonville.
After that huge win?
Yeah, and I took them plus 4.5 still, and I still didn't put them. I got them in number 11, Pittsburgh.
What do they have to do for them to be in your top 10? I guess the question is then.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Jacksonville right now showed me more. That's all. I think Jacksonville's. I got to give the edge to Jacksonville. I got Denver 11, Pittsburgh 12, Patriots 13.
Ooh, interesting. I have Seattle at 11. I have Pittsburgh at 12. Chargers at 13, Minnesota at 14, and then I have you guys at 15.
Minnesota at 14?
Yeah, you guys have the same record. I don't think so. In a neutral site game, who do you think is favorite?
Also, the Vikings?
Yeah.
Us.
Really?
Yeah, we just beat the Buffalo Bills at Orchard Park.
That doesn't mean anything. Saints lost by the Bills, and then they went out to be the favorite. In a neutral site game, you think you would be favorite against the Vikings?
Absolutely.
I think it would be. Well, we don't know because you guys don't play each other, but
I say it would be like.
I think it'd be Vikings minus 2.5. Yeah,
Oh,
but
you're bugging.
you,
I say it'll be us minus 2.5, minus 3.
You think you're better than the Chargers?
Right now, yes. 3 weeks ago, no.
Yeah, because
right now, yes.
they're dealing with some injuries.
They
maybe
lost to the Giants. That's enough.
That was Jackson Dart's first game. Watch out now. Watch out.
And then they lost. They didn't score 0 points in the second half last week.
You think you're better than the Steelers?
No.
We lost. Really? See, that's my confusion with this because I actually think you're better than the Steelers, but I don't think you're better than Minnesota.
But now I'm confused with you because you have the Steelers at 12.
They're on a bye. They're on a bye.
But
the only reason I don't trust the Steelers.
No, but my question to you is, if you just said who's better to you in your eyes, the Patriots or the Steelers?
Right now, I would take the Patriots.
So how the hell the Patriots are 15th in your power ranking and the Steelers are 12th?
Because they just had one big game.
But it don't matter, Dale.
No, it does. For me, these are my power rankings.
I understand. And you just said the Patriots are a better team.
Right now.
And for your power rankings, that's you're
they beat you head up.
Yeah. But
that's why
your eyes,
that's
who's
why
the
they're
better team?
The Patriots right now, but they beat you head to head. That counts more.
No, I know.
And they beat you in New England.
Yeah.
So that's why I have them ahead. And I also, if you ask that question to me another way, Vikings or the Patriots, I think the Vikings are better than you guys too, especially defensively. So Derp's asking, they're not my Mariners. I just have a ticket on the Mariners. My team is in Cancun. And I think Juan Soto was trolling me. Not me, but Met fans. You saw what he posted on Instagram?
No.
He said, "Oh, you don't follow him. I don't either, actually, but he's on my Explore page for whatever reason."
Because they know you're a diehard, though.
He was probably flying first class or private. He put out Cancun with the little sun emoji.
Yeah,
I said, this motherfucker, bro, he's trolling me now. Now because like this thing is, oh, I'm off to Cancun. Mm-hmm. You trolling me now. I almost hit the block button. I was so close. I was like, yo, this guy's trolling me right now. But nah, it's not my Mariner team. I'm actually rooting for I got a ticket actually on the Dodgers and the Mariners and the Blue Jays as well. So
the only ticket I got is the damn Ravens to win it all. It's not
how are you? Are you done with that?
No,
they're actually still favored to win the division.
And that's crazy.
Is it?
You think in the NFL a three game lead is good?
Yeah, but to your point that you just asked me, I don't trust the Steelers. So yeah, they're doing good and they're in first place right now. Browns are a disaster. Right, Bengals have quit.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When is Lamar returning?
That's a great question. I think he returns. I think their bye is coming up after this week. So I think he's going to be out this week.
So does he play this week, yes or no?
This week, no. He hasn't practiced. No, he's not playing.
So they're going to be 1-5.
Let me get the schedule up for you. They play the Rams this week at home, and then they go on their bye. I think they come back. He comes back the following week.
My question to you is,
do you think they could beat the Rams
without Lamar?
Yeah.
No.
What do you think what do you think the line is?
Right now it's 7.5. With Lamar, I expect it to be maybe Rams 1.5. Maybe
in Baltimore.
I would expect the Rams still to be the favorite.
Really?
Baltimore they have a bottom 3 defense still.
I know, but
all the guys coming back healthy.
I think we're discrediting how much Lamar is worth in the market.
I think he's worth 6 points, damn near a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Touchdown. That deal, Lamar Lamar could go out there, throw for 300, run for 100. Rams are putting up 30. Come on now, Dill. That's a
We
bottom
thought
three.
that last week against the 49ers with
I
all
didn't.
those injuries. No,
I
I'm
didn't.
saying we as the market, people thought that, and they didn't. So
Yeah,
I
but
think
look at,
anybody in the NFL could come up short.
yes,
And yeah,
but
they'll
Dill,
probably
were the
lose
49ers a bottom three defense last week?
They'll definitely probably lose this week, and I think most guys will probably be out just because they have the bye. So I think they're gonna all return the following week when they wind up playing the Bears at home.
Are they going to win 10 out of 12 games?
They could go on a run.
I
They have the
believe
talent. I believe it.
I believe that. Let's just say, realistically, I don't think it's going to take 11 or 12 games to win the division.
No.
I think the key number is 10. Can they get to 10 wins?
Yeah, I think so.
I got to look at their schedule book.
I got it right in front of me. So they play
after the bye week.
After the bye week, they're at home against the Bears. That's a win.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could win
if
that
Lamar
game.
plays. Yes.
And I don't just think Lamar plays. I think they're going to get Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton back. They're going to get some of their guys back. Yeah. So they play the Bears. I'll chalk that up as a win. Then they're on the road against the Dolphins. I think that's a win. Then they're on the road against the Vikings. That's a tough game, but that's a win.
Still, that's a win.
Then they're home against the Browns. I think they could win that. Then I'll be at the bank against the Jets. Though they're going to win that. The 27th, I think, Thursday Night Football against the Bengals at home. That's a year to the date. That's a win, but that's a year to the date that we saw Joe Burrow go down. Then they're home against the Steelers. A big game. Big game. Home, though. That's 3 straight home games. Jets, Bengals, and Steelers. And that's December 7th.
Yeah, I'm going to say they go 5-1.
They still got 4 games left against the Bengals again, against your Patriots. That's a tough game. The Packers and the Steelers. So the last 3 games are tough.
5 weeks. To end the season is tough. You got the Steelers twice, the Patriots, and the Packers.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to need, those are all more.
So I counted 1, 2, 3.
Those are going to be must-win games versus the Steelers.
7.
I got 8 and 7.
I got 8.
8 and 7 is not winning you the division.
So
8 and 7 is not winning you the division.
No, but they already have a win, so it'd be 9. I
got 8 wins total.
Oh, so you only gave them 7 wins. Then.
7, yeah.
I gave them 9. I think they could win the division with 9 and make the playoffs. Fuck the division. I just think they could make a run and get to the playoffs.
I think they could make the playoffs. I think to win the division, I think it's too tough. It's a tough task.
Well, we don't know what the Steelers have as well. They might slip on a banana peel and fall. We talk about the Ravens defense, and yes, they haven't been good, but the Pittsburgh Steelers defense hasn't been good either.
Yeah, but they've been better. They
haven't been dealing with the injuries that the Ravens have.
That's the another point, Dill. They don't got a ton of guys out for the season. The Ravens do.
They have one guy out for the season. One guy, Emeka, the guy in the front, but that's it. The guys are going to come back. I believe in the Ravens a lot, actually. I think they'll be just fine. They don't have a tough schedule right now. That's why I wait after the bye. I think the bye is actually coming at the perfect time for them.
I just feel like the division should be out. I feel like, let's just say Lamar doesn't play. If they do play, they could somehow sneak a victory over the Rams. I think you're looking great heading to the bye. But you going 1-5 heading into the bye, Dill. Some people, with their schedule remaining, I think they still got a shot. But a lot of people will believe their season's over.
To be honest, I think I'm looking at Steelers right now. I'm looking at their schedule. I'm thinking they have a harder schedule.
They should be about the same schedule.
They play the Packers, the Colts, the Chargers, the Bills, the Bears, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Lions, and they end the season, obviously, with the Ravens. Like I think maybe that's why their odds, I'm looking at the division odds, they're plus 115.
Yeah, definitely a harder schedule, but you got to remember they have 3 games in their back pocket.
Yeah, that's true. They do. I think it's all, and honestly, might come down to the last week, those head-to-heads, the last 2 to 3 weeks.
The last 5 games of the season, Baltimore has to win 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 100%. And they're not easy games, like you said. So, all right, kid. Let's actually get to Thursday night. I think it's a perfect time to segue. Let's go to MetLife, where the New York Giants are hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Giants coming off of that tough loss on the road against Spencer Rattler. I'm so happy. He was 0 for 10. Finally won a football game. And let's be honest, I know this is not a Saint preview, but Spencer Rattler, he's throwing the ball. He's playing pretty good.
Yeah, that was a dime to Shaheed. Dime.
I know we like to talk and I think just say the honest truth. He's playing some good football this year, Spencer Rattler.
I'll tell you what, he's definitely been playing like a top 25 quarterback.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's definitely not a bottom 5 quarterback.
No,
this year.
He's definitely not.
So shout out Spencer Rattler, and I think Kellen Moore has a lot to do with that. So shout
yeah,
out
100%.
Getting his first NFL head coaching win.
Yeah, so and imagine if he had some talent around him.
Like he do. Shaheed is a track star. Chris Olave.
I love how you said track star. Yes.
Yeah. Chris Olave, top 20 wide receiver. Okay, top 20, top 25.
Yeah, top 25. Yeah, I'll give him
Kamara,
that.
top 15, top 12. He got some pieces. Jawan Johnson. I don't hate him, but I don't love him. I think he's solid. I think he's middle of the pack.
Eagles laying 7.5 here on the road. Minus 390 on the money line. Plus 310. Total is at 40.5. I mean, Eagles coming off where I just didn't understand the second half play calling from them at all. Trying to avenge their loss. They don't have a good record against against the Giants in Nick Sirianni's tenure in Philadelphia. So we'll see how this one goes. But kid, laying 7.5. What are we doing here for Thursday Night Football?
I don't love the number. I'm gonna be the first one to admit I don't love the number still. But I'm gonna lay it. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles minus the 7. Do they deserve to be a touchdown favorite? Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. I like Jackson Dart. I definitely think it was the right move to let him be the starter. But let's just be honest, people. He's a rookie. He's been playing rookie ball. Besides a couple plays he made with his legs, has he been that dangerous with the arm? Not really. Now without Malik Neighbors, who's gonna honestly win those one-on-one battles constantly? I don't know, Dill. I think Jackson Dart is definitely a good pick. I think so far, first 2 weeks of the season, he's been all right. But this is going to be a rookie quarterback going against Nick Fangio in a divisional rivalry game. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles minus 7. I think that front is going to cause havoc. I think Jackson Dart is going to look like a rookie tomorrow night in his first solo stage Thursday night game. Give me the Eagles minus 7.
Yeah, I would agree. I know it's a big number. Honestly, I'm going to get my teaser out now because they are in my teaser. I just think this is a really good spot to tease them down to 1.5. I'm also going to tease the Broncos down from 7 to -1 and the Colts down from 6.5 to 0.5. And you could get that at plus 140. So they are my teaser for the week. So just let you know now so you could get it in. But yeah, I would lay the 7.5 here. I just hope they could put together 2 quarters. I really do. I think this might be a big Saquon Barkley
you should
game.
Say 3 quarters, though.
Yeah, honestly. I think this could be a big Saquon game. You mentioned it earlier. We haven't seen that big game from him. Hopefully it is tomorrow night against New York. He knows his team well. And honestly, as good as that front seven has been, the defense hasn't been that good for the Giants. And I just think this is definitely a prop game. I don't want to lay the 7.5. And I feel like the total 40.5, I feel like it's spot on.
I feel like it's a little low just because, don't get me wrong, has the Eagles offense scared anybody? No. Besides the second half against the Rams, they haven't really lit it up against anyone. But they're 40.5. It's a little short. I think the Giants are going to play a little loose. They really don't got nothing to lose. They got a rookie quarterback going out there on a Thursday night game. I think they're going to force some things, right? And I think with Philly, can they have some explosive plays, especially offensively? I think defensively, like I said, I think Jackson Dart might struggle, but I think Brian Daboll is like, fuck it, let's take a couple shots. Let's be the risk takers tonight. What do we have to lose being a 7.5 point dog against a divisional opponent. So I think 40.5 is a little low. I could see Eagles scoring, 24, maybe 27. And the Giants, I'm going to give them 14, maybe 17.
This sounds like a scoregami game. Like it sounds like one of these weird numbers. Probably 20.
24, 7, 16.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
40, though.
Yeah, that's
That's
40.
40.
But we get the half. We get the half. It'd probably be one of those games, though, honestly. So something like that. But I think it's more for the player prop. And that's kind of where I'm leaning here for this game. So I'll just go right into our new segment. It's presented by Props.Cash, the best way to research your player props. Elvis and I have been using Props.Cash for 2 years now, and it's helped us find an edge in several player prop markets. On the web or in the Props.Cash app, you'll get quick visual data on player trends, matchup history, and recent performance across every major sport. Clean, reliable stats that make it easier to spot value. Plans started at just $19.99 a month, and right now you can get 25% off your first month with code DREAM25. That is DREAM25. So download the app, not now, but right now, and you'll be paying just $14.99 your first month with the monthly subscription. Use code DREAM25 and level up your prop research today at Props.Cash. Kid, you've been hot with these props lately. I will let you lead it off. What do you like?
I'm not going to say I've been hot, but I've been better these past 2 weeks than the start of the year. Let's just start with that. Like I said earlier, I think Jackson Dart is going to have to make some plays with his legs. I think he's going to possibly struggle against that defense. Like I said, I think Nick Fangio is going to constantly get pressure on him. And at the end of the day, he's a rookie, though. I don't expect much from him with his arms, but I expect him to make some plays with his legs. Back-to-back weeks, though, he's went over this mark. I think each game he had 50-plus rushing yards. I'm going to attack his rushing yards. Give me over 36.5. I'm minus 115. I think this number is very doable just because, like I said, I think he's going to have to run to make some plays to extend some drives and get those first downs. And like we saw these last 2 weeks, still he's more capable of doing it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more RPO action from him. We saw Jackson Dart take a few handoffs, go straight up himself. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a few more of those plays as well. Give me Jackson Dart over 36.5.
Kid, we have a fantasy question here in the chat, and I'll send it to you. He says, "What do you think? What do you think if I make a trade where I trade away Garrett Wilson and Hassan Haskins for Stafford, Brees Hall, and Kendrick Bourne?" While you think of that, I will give you my prop. By the way, Jackson Dart was one of my props. I got it at 35.5. You could get that at even money. I mean, he's had 54 against the Chargers and 55 against the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's definitely going to be running, especially against that defense. The defense hasn't really been the problem. It's been the offense for the Eagles, and that's going to go into my next prop. I got a lot. Actually, I wrote how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote 5. Give me Saquon over 77.5 rushing yards. I think he could definitely get it here. He's due for a breakout game. And against the Giants, I think he could get it. I know he hit it only once. He had 88 here against Kansas City, but he had 30, 43, 46. I know the offensive line isn't there, but I really think he could get it here in against his old team, the Giants. So I also like Theo Johnson going to the Giants. I know they're really banged up offensively. They really don't have anyone. Maybe Jalen Hyatt, Wan'Dale Robinson. I don't even know if he's going to play, but they don't really have receivers like that. Give me Theo Johnson over 28.5 receiving yards. The tight end is a rookie's best friend. He got this over Dallas. He had 34. Last week, he had 33 as well. So I think 28.5 receiving yards is definitely doable here for Theo Johnson. And I got longest reception as well. I got 2 of them, and one of them is going to be A.J. Brown at 24.5. Against the Giants, I know he hasn't really done this overall this season, but against the Giants, he's hit this in 4 of 6 games. He hit this last year, 41 longest reception, 32, and then in back in I think 2 years ago, he had 37 and 33 as well. So Love this as well. Over 24.5 longest reception for A.J. Brown. I was also even thinking about doing Devontae Smith 20.5. Against the Giants, he's hit this in 4 of 7 as well. I know he's only hit this twice this season, but his biggest reception was last week. It was 52-yard. It was that deep bomb against Denver. And if he could do that against that secondary, I think he could do it here. So I rattled off a couple. I like Devontae Smith over 20.5 longest reception, A.J. Brown over 22 longest reception, Saquon over 77.5 yards, Jackson Dart over 35.5 yards, Theo Johnson over 28.5 yards. And it's sneaky because Deontay Banks stinks. Jahad Dotson over 8.5 receiving yards. He could get that in one catch.
Mm-hmm.
He could get that in one catch. So I like Jahad Dotson as well over 8.5 receiving yards. But Kid, what do you think about that fantasy question?
Thank you for the question. Me personally, I wouldn't do that trade just because I feel like you could get a quarterback in free agency. See if Caleb Williams is available or somebody like that. Somebody that's a dual threat, that's a little mobile. And unless you're deep at wide receiver, I wouldn't give up a top 10 wide receiver. Top 5 wide receiver in fantasy. That's just me. Unless you're deep and in desperate need of a quarterback. Let's just say your quarterback was Joe Burrow and you have other guys on your team you're deep at the wide receiver position, then I'll do it. But if you just need a quarterback, I would say right out with Garrett Wilson and try to pick up a quarterback in free agency.
Breece Hall has, outside of the fumbling issues, though, Breece Hall has been a steady bell cow.
And not for nothing, for the Breece Hall situation, are the Jets going to be ahead or behind in majority of the games? They're going to be behind the games. What they're going to have to do, run or throw the ball? They're going to have to throw the ball. Who's the number one option on the
Garrett
team
Wilson.
offensively? Garrett Wilson. So.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't make the trade. Also, Kendrick Bourne is a good option now, but wait till everyone gets healthy. Kendrick Bourne's not really going to have that many target shares.
Yeah, and realistically, what Matthew Stafford's going to average 15 to 18 points. Whatever quarterback is available in free agency, I guarantee he's going to give you 15 plus.
Yeah, so I wouldn't, but at the end of the day, it is all up to you.
It's your life, my boy. That's what I always say. It's your life.
Kid, that's going to do it. Tigers did win the game, so they do force a game 5. And Cubs are up actually, I think like 4-1, 4-1 right now in the
series.
Yeah, so they might extend the series as well. It is the bottom of the 4th, bottom of the 5th inning. So we will see if they could hold on to that. But Kid, any last questions before we get up out of here?
Nah, hopefully we have another successful Thursday night. Had a good one last week, so hopefully we keep it up, though.
All right. Well, enjoy the games.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I want to give a birthday shout out to a man that's been like a father figure, though. I think you would even agree. Happy birthday to my man, Coach Tim. My man, Chris Walsh's dad. He's been a great parent, coach, mentor. Somebody that always, just crack a beer and have a good time with. So shout out Coach Tim. I think he turned 60. Let's just say he turned 60.
We don't want to out the age.
Yeah. Let's just say he turned 60. The guy's a legend. Shout out Coach Tim. Thank you.
Absolute legend, Coach Tim. Happy birthday to him. Kid, good luck on all your bets. Enjoy the game, and we will see you guys on Friday. Peace.